start back up.
No.
So Rudy, my next question is, how do soldiers and anyone, NGO people too, manage their emotions after so much time in places like the front and in bad situations?
I can't talk for other people, but like for myself, like I try to hold it all in. It's not because I'm gonna explode or anything. It's just that people have a hard enough time at the front without letting people know that they're having a hard time at the front.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to be strong for each other.
Yeah.
So it's harder when obviously we lose friends. We come back, people get drunk. There's not really been drinking, but it happens. A couple of days later, I have their funeral, and then the Ukrainians are so strong because all of them got hearts of lions, man. It's a bit crazy because I've seen people who have gone out and not come back, and within a couple of days, the unit is cracking back on. It's like they build a vendetta, but they just don't let it get to them. The strength of them is like amazing. Very inspiring.
When did you first see that? What's a good?
I've seen it in multiple places, to be honest with you. Bakhmut, see quite a lot of it there. You'd see whole units go out.
Go out, isn't it?
Yeah, go out, like be put in positions. And then you'll see them again. I see the same unit about a couple of days later, and there's like maybe 1/3 of them there, if they're lucky. It's very hard, like because naturally you form bonds, and you've got friends. I've had friends that have died, and it's just another thing that adds fuel for the fire.
Yeah.
And that's what I we was talking earlier about craving. Do I crave it? That's when I crave it. Because I want to find them. Doesn't matter if I find them, it could be someone else that I bump into.
Do you think that emotion's helpful in the war, or is it harmful?
Depends who holds it. It's like, I don't know, you get your reckless people over here. You get your thought out people over here. I can be a bit of both. So, yeah, for me, I hold it, and I just want to go. Just want to go out. It's time to get even.
Yeah. Have you seen anyone that you knew struggling with mental health problems and stuff as a result of being out there too long?
Yes. There's people that come back like after being out there for could be months. I mean, I know a group who was basically stationed up for 1 year without hardly any relief. So it does happen, and then people that have been out there, they're used to now. Once you've been in a war, it's like being locked up. I'd imagine after a certain amount of time you get institutionalized. But it's the same with war. But what you do out there, you can't do back in civilian life.
Yeah.
And so soldiers struggle with that transition.
Do you think that a lot of the people who came to volunteer in Ukraine are struggling with that transition?
Each in their own way, yeah. Yeah. Some things hit people deeper, like cuts like a little deeper than others. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd say each has their struggles in their own way. If they haven't got struggles, then their struggles will come later on.
Do you think that there's struggles that they had at home after coming back from whatever war? I mean, there's people from all over the place, so they all have their own kinds of wars. But do you think coming here has helped their struggle in some way, or is it just kind of...
I don't think it helps, but it does in a way, because if they've come for a reason, generally. I mean, there's only a few people that I've met over here that haven't actually got a motive. But I would imagine for some people, yeah, definitely. Like just being back amongst it. People who have joined the military who turn around and said, "Oh, I was in this military and that military, and after I got out, life wasn't the same, and now it's like I've got comrades again."
Mm-hmm.
It's the camaraderie.
Yeah.
It's very easy to find someone. There's a lot of people over here that are very likable.
Mm-hmm.
It's very easy to latch on with someone who you get on with really well above everybody else.
Do you find that a lot of the types of people who come here have share a lot in common?
Not really. I mean, you've got certain groups, and they will all share something in common, where they've been or what they've done. That like it's very like certain stories are very relatable to others, but then there'll be other groups who have similar things. So, I'd say definitely in groups.
Mm-hmm. And then do you think that there's traits that you find in people who come to Ukraine that you don't find in people in other places?
Oh yeah, you got to have big arse balls to go over it in the first place. Like that sort of turns around and can tell me what sort of person you are.
Mm.